Before we get into the story, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. When I married Leora, I genuinely believed her name fit her like it was chosen on purpose. Soft, glowing, almost melodic. She carried this easy warmth that pulled people toward her, and somehow, she picked me. For years, I thought we were the couple everyone else wished they could be. I worked as a financial consultant. She ran a small floral boutique, and our routine felt steady, simple, and predictable. And maybe that predictability was the first crack. Everything shifted the moment she got back in touch with her ex, Jasper. Even his name sounded like a guy who lived inside an artsy indie film, creative, carefree, a guitarist who stacked rings on his fingers and talked about soul frequencies. I never liked him, but Leora insisted they were just catching up. I didn't want to look insecure, so I kept my mouth shut. But silence, that's where trust slowly suffocates. 3 months rolled by, and Leora changed. She started coming home later, switched her phone password, laughed at texts she refused to let me see. I tried talking myself out of it. Maybe work was stressing her out. Maybe she was overwhelmed. Maybe I was just spiraling for no reason. But deep down, I already knew. The truth slammed into me on a Wednesday at exactly 7:14 p.m. I remember because my hands were still dusty from repairing the old shelf in the garage. Leora stood in the doorway, eyes swollen, breathing jagged. At first, I thought she was hurt. When I moved toward her, she stepped back. "I need to tell you something," she whispered. My chest hollowed out instantly. Her tone told me everything before she even formed the words. "I slept with Jasper last night." Just like that. No build-up. No apology. She said it the way someone recites a list of errands. For 10 seconds, I forgot to breathe. For 20, I didn't even blink. By 30, something inside me snapped so cleanly it almost felt like calm. "Congrats," I said quietly. "Here's your $90,000 love invoice." Her forehead creased.
What? What are you talking about?
I walked into the kitchen, grabbed the binder I kept for years, our financial records, and set it on the counter. I flipped to the page labeled Loans and Investments. "See this?" I tapped the paper. "Your business startup loan, $50,000. Your expansion loan, $25,000. Your overdue tax penalty I covered, $6,000. The insurance bill after your accident, $9,000. I shut the binder. Total, $90,000. Her face lost all color. "Evan, why are you doing this right now?" "Because what you did last night cost me 10 years. And I'm done being the guy who saves you while you go find your soul with other men." Her lips shook. "I made a mistake." "No," I said. "You made a choice." She reached for my arm. I stepped away. "Evan, please. It didn't mean anything." "If it meant nothing," I said, "you wouldn't have gambled everything." She collapsed into a chair, legs giving out. And maybe the old me, the one who adored her, would have tried to comfort her. But that version of me died the minute she chose Jasper. I sat opposite her. "You have 30 days to pay it back." "You're not serious," she whispered. "You're my husband." "You were my wife," I said. Past tense. Tears streamed down her cheeks. "I can't pay you back. You know I can't." "You'll figure it out," I replied, repeating the same line she always used when I needed support. Her mouth tightened. "This is cruel." "No," I said. "Cruel is cheating on someone who believed your vows actually mattered." She went silent, truly silent, for the first time. The next morning, I emailed her an official repayment agreement with the amount, the deadline, and a notice that I'd file for divorce once the 30 days were up. She didn't respond. I didn't expect her to. She was always bold when emotions were messy, but useless when consequences were real. During the next week, she tried everything. Crying, negotiating, giving long explanations, blaming her confused feelings, insisting Jasper meant nothing, even claiming she didn't mean to cheat. That one actually made me laugh. You don't accidentally fall into your ex's bed. The calmer I stayed, the more frantic she grew. But betrayal changes you. Once the fog lifts, you see everything clearly. Every time, she brushed off my feelings. Every time, she made me feel boring next to someone more exciting. Every time I apologized first just to keep the peace. Her cheating wasn't a sudden slip. It was the ending to a story she'd been rewriting for months. Day 23. She showed up with Jasper. He lingered behind her, trying to look tough. Man to man, he said. This isn't necessary. I smiled. You're right. A man wouldn't sleep with another man's wife. He froze. Leora flinched. I'm not paying your stupid bill, she shouted. You don't have to, I said. But imagine how court will handle it. Every dollar I paid for you is documented. Every transfer is in your name. Judges love paper trails. Her confidence disintegrated. Jasper muttered, Let it go, Leora. And that's when she realized he wasn't going to save her. He never planned to. He wanted the version of her who stayed up laughing during midnight jam sessions, not the woman facing a $90,000 debt. 2 days later, she sent everything she could scrape together, $18,000. She sold jewelry, emptied her savings, even borrowed from her cousin. It wasn't the full amount, but it was something. When day 30 arrived, I filed for divorce. Quiet, clean, done. She sent me one final message. You didn't have to hurt me like this. My reply was simple. I didn't hurt you. I just stopped shielding you from the consequences of your actions. And with that, I closed the book on the woman I once believed was the light of my life. Turns out, sometimes light doesn't guide you. Sometimes it blinds you.